Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might have been in a relationship. It could be a situationship. It could simply be that you've exchanged glances. Sometimes we do share energy in that way. We mirror the other person as well. And if this is not somebody that you are thinking about, or maybe this is somebody very much from your past, it doesn't necessarily mean that this right now is meant for you. The type of messages that I receive here, that I retrieve, they are mostly for the majority of the people that are going through something. So if there's a few of you, it may not resonate, and that is most likely the case. That it's very common, it won't resonate, because there's just a few of you that may be feeling this. Okay. Hopefully you could see that. All right. So, Sagittarius. Also, the way, for some of you who are new, the way that I do this reading, I tap into my higher intuitive self. I'm able to do that. And I don't actually use any spirit guides. I never have. At the end of this reading, I do consult and ask for advice from Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. All right. First card is the strongest here. We have rhythms, followed by energy. Then we have order. We have cycles, pleasure, laughter, sexuality, power. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have embracing the shadow. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, it seems like we keep going around in circles. The problems that we face, that we had faced a while ago, once again, they keep cropping up. It's always like that. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, there's certain things about this connection, this argument, this upsetness, that just keeps repeating. And there's no escaping it. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, it always seems to be following me and chasing me. This is something that I've noticed. In you, I have found this sense of a renewed energy. And I personally feel renewed and so different. The situation between us at this point in time, I personally feel is so unique. You have this way of making all of my chakra centers come to life. My Kundalini has now woken. And you are the one that makes all of that come to life. Right now, you may be wondering why I'm not communicating with you. The reason is I am at a crossroads. And the crossroads that I'm at right now, there is this choice that I have to make. This choice that I'm trying to make, I find it very difficult because no matter where I go, forwards, backwards, left and right, all of the paths are full of gray and white, thick fog. I find it difficult to see a way out. I find it difficult to move forward. It is not easy for me to see this clearly. I don't want to make a mistake, and therefore I don't make a move. If I did, I'm afraid that maybe I might be on the wrong path. And the only reason is because I don't see the proper way forward. I do feel that in this connection there is a sense of obsession. I am obsessing over you. Certain things that have happened in my life. I have realized now that it's difficult for me not to think about you. And the part that I think about a lot is the pleasure that I have had, is the pleasure that I could have with you. The physical pleasure as well as the spiritual pleasure in this connection. There's a few things that have happened in this connection that have made me feel that you are the one. I have this wonderful feeling when I think about you. It is that of a best friend. I feel that you are my best friend. You know me very well. You know so many things about me. We laugh, we have fun, we play together. And my heart feels light and happy and young and vibrant. Yes, I am very attracted to you, sexually very attracted to you. I feel that in this connection, it is hard for me not to obsess over your naked body. I think about being with you, being intimate with you, and it's as if you just make me melt. I do feel that in this connection, you have this power over me. This power that you have makes me feel vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. You have this way of seducting me. You are so seductive, and the funny thing is you don't even have to try. It's just there. You are temptation. Many things that you may say and do and request, I want to fulfill that for you. These are certain things that I have thought of, certain things that I realized, that you actually have power over me. I may not show you this, but you do. And right now, I'm in a state of keeping my distance from you. I feel this need of embracing the dark side that exists inside of me, the side that I was hiding from you this entire time. I know that in this connection, you have seen a part of me that is very impulsive, compulsive, and even aggressive. That side of me used to exist once, and I've hidden it from the rest of the world, but unfortunately you saw this side. And now that you saw this side, it shows you who I truly am. The darkest, most nasty parts of me. My aggressive side, my dark side, my side that's always in denial. Me not wanting to adjust, me not wanting to change, me being arrogant and stubborn, and trying to sometimes intimidate you. I do feel that it is important that I get past this. The problem right now is that this is who I am. I am who I am, and I can't really change my ways for anybody. I'm just hoping that after all that has happened, somebody, you, hopefully, are able to embrace that shadow side that exists. The shadow side of me is something that is with me. It's not something that I can just hide, put away in a closet, lock away in a box. I can't do that. Because it's actually a part of who I am. It's an ugly part, but that's what makes me who I am. For now, I just hope that many of the things that keep repeating, at some point in time, I'll be able to make a proper decision. All right, Sag. These type of cards I have seen, and many of you may not agree. What I've seen is there's a lot of denial. Denial of what this connection is all about. And just recently I've put up a new video. I recommend that some of you see this video. It's actually on my other channel. It's called, I'm still getting used to the title, Friends with Benefits and Casual Connections, Hookup Culture. I'd like you to have a look at that particular video. I've created that. It's an audio recording, but it's on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. The reason why I created it is because there's so many people that have reached out to me, most of my clients, and they've had similar situations, similar problems. The reason why I mention that video is because I see that here too, the same scenario. In this connection, somebody here really, really wanted love. This may have been you. Could also be the cross-watcher, could be vice versa. But there was this intention of love. However, there was a lot of lust in this connection. In this deck, there are 3 cards that I categorize as my lustful cards. There's the pleasure card, sexuality card, which you have both, 2 out of the 3. The last one I consider is my sensuality card. You don't have that one, but you have 2 out of the 3. And for laughter, that is my friendship card. So when you have friend with lust, that is a friends with benefits kind of connection. You might not feel that this is what it is. And this is sometimes what the problem is. We don't even know what kind of connection we've gotten into. Your person of interest might not be so open. They are very distant right here. They're keeping their distance from you. They're not talking to you. They're not telling you how they truly feel and what's truly on their mind. Because they are emotionally distant from you, recommendation here would be you take a step back as well. And if they ever call you for a booty call or to be sexual with you in any way, you start to keep some healthy boundaries, because if you really want a relationship where there's going to be some respect and some trust and a promise, that's not the way to go right now with this particular person and the way that they're thinking. This situation needs to heal first, Sag. I see that here. There's a lot of healing needed. There's misunderstanding, a little bit of misinterpretation. You, however, you were always truthful and faithful with what you wanted. However, sometimes what happens is the other person, they are as well. However, there's a lack of communication. And of course, this is another issue where we have masculine energy, and masculine energy doesn't really open up. They don't. There are reasons for that as well. There's on my other channel, there's another one called The Divine Masculine. That'll give you a little bit of idea as to why they behave the way that they do. All right, let's have a look at another deck. And this is called the Lover's Path Tarot. So I'm going to have a look at the reason why this connection may have just started going downhill in the first place. So something that happened that really caused a problem. Now this could be one thing, this could be a few things, could be many things. Okay. Oh, wow. Typically, Awakening, this card, is a very beautiful card. But we have here Justice and we have Awakening. So I am going to be reading the reverse. I always do with this type of a deck. Okay, let's have a look. So the reason why certain things might not have really worked out in this connection. Here in the beginning, Sagittarius, you may have felt that there was a lot of justice, there was a lot of wisdom, there was a lot of fairness. However, there was also detachment. The idea in this connection earlier was that there was a feeling that justice will be done. It talks about confident patience. However, it also talks about the need for a more detached point of view regarding a troublesome situation. The reverse, and this is the reason why certain things started not working out in this connection. Frustration with bureaucracies or organizations. Impatience. The appearance of this card shows that this is a temporary situation. So at this point in time, some of you might still be in this situation, or you might have moved on from the situation. Now, what's interesting about this card, that it really does talk about bureaucracies and organizations. Some of you might have been stuck in some type of a society. Maybe they were, maybe you were. Maybe and these are just scenarios that I'm putting out there. Maybe they were working somewhere, and I have a lot of clients that are from the military, and because they are half across the world or half across the country, they can't be stationed at another location because of the fact that that is their job. So there is something here that is going on where somebody wants something and they're not getting what they want due to external organizations. It could even be people. Could even be a family dynamic. Here we also have Awakening. Here in the beginning, things were really wonderful, and I see that here, Sagittarius. They were really beautiful. There was an emotional awakening, an expansion and expansive and life-affirming energy that brought opportunities and optimism. There was a sense of love and sexuality. It was beautiful in the beginning when things started off emotionally and energetically in this connection. Here, there was a desire to have family and growth and prosperity. But what happened, and this is where things started to become a bit sour in this connection, there was an unwillingness to accept affection. You were giving them affection, but they were unwilling to accept it because there may have been problems with family, with growth, or with children. They were creatively blocked by external or internal forces, and they were refusing to grow. Wow, that is very specific, guys. This does indicate, when it says here problems with children, this does mean, for example, if both of you were to get together, some of you may have from previous relationships, maybe you have children from another relationship. Maybe both of you do, maybe one of you does. Or, and that's an issue, or some of you may not want, one of the partners may not want to have children or maybe adopt. The other really, really wants children. There's an issue here where the growth of expansion and prosperity was being blocked and hindered by this person, Sagittarius, deliberately, because they were just not comfortable. Why is an individual not comfortable? Usually it's because they were uncomfortable as they were growing up, or even in their teens, or in their late, whatever age they're in right now. Certain things that they've experienced, they may have had a really bad situation with a relationship, and maybe they're still trying to deal with their family, or children, or that type of, maybe somebody is allergic to a dog and they want to have a dog instead of children or a family, and the other person's not allowing them because they're allergic. Just, it's something like that that's causing a problem here, where there was a desire to have something, but somebody else was putting a block on it because of the way that they think. That's what I see here, especially with the Awakening card. Once upon a time, they awoke and they felt this love that was from you, but then it's like reality hit them, and then they realized that they have to have everything in alignment, and it just was not becoming aligned. It was too much for them to handle. And in addition to that, not only did they have internal problems, but they also had external problems. External, very similar to organizations, bureaucracies, society, family-related issues, people who are making rumors, people who are creating problems, other people. Whatever it is, one main thing I can say in this, the reason why something went downhill here, it's because of other people. Organizations are not just organizations, are made of people, right? So it's the people that are causing problems. This is exactly what's happened here. Something happened here where people are starting to cause problems, and it's up to you how you want to handle that, how you want to deal with that. Is it going to work out? Okay. Let me know in the comments below if that resonated. All right, I have here, sorry, just gonna move forward. Oops. All right, I have here the Beginner's Tarot deck. This here we have the Four of Wands. So I'm going to be looking into any kind of plans, actions, or intentions that this person may have towards you in the coming days. Now, I don't have particular timelines. In all honesty, my timelines are just sometimes way out into the future. But at least you know that at some point something like this may happen. All right, you have the Star and you have the Strength. Wow, phenomenal, beautiful cards. Five of Cups. Now, there's a whole reason why this person is feeling and behaving the way that they are. Four of Wands, the Star card, the Strength card, Five of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Is this person going to come back into your life? Absolutely yes. Yes, definitely. And what's happening here is we have the Four of Wands, so this person does want stability. In the beginning, there may have been some problems in this person's home life. They had a difficult, either childhood or difficult domestic life. That's just basically the roundabout way of saying it. Their domestic living situation was not healthy. But what they want to do is they want to change that, and they want to give you promise, and they actually want to have stability with you and build a home with you. Here we also have the Star card. Now, some of you could be, in your own way, you may be famous. You may be very well known for what you do as a hobby, as a work, as your career. Whatever it is, people look up to you. This person looks up to you. They also feel that this connection is not going away anytime soon. Here, we have two water jugs. One is this big pond. That is you. Here, this water jug is dropping water. The water is flowing and there's little tiny streams, tiny little streams. Eventually, this person, this stream is going to come back and fall into this pond, and that pond is you. So yes, there was distance for a while, Sagittarius, but eventually this person's going to come around, and this is divinely guided. And they're going to try to be with you. When are they going to do this strength card? When they actually gain the strength. When they actually have that confidence. Because right now they don't have that type of confidence at all. We also have here the Five of Cups. Why are they feeling all of this? They feel a lot of regret, and they know that they're basically like torturing themselves mentally, and they're thinking to themselves that if it wasn't for me, this situation wouldn't have turned out as crappy as it has. So they're actually blaming themselves. They're upset, they're unhappy, they're not looking at the true opportunity that you have to offer right now. Instead, they're just sulking and they're very sad over what has happened regarding the past. Here, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, the reason why this person wants to take action, it's because they realize your worth and your value as a person, as somebody that they love. And with the Knight of Swords, it's a beautiful card. This person is going to, and they will, come back into your life, and they're going to sweep you off your feet. Yes, I hope that happens. I hope that happens for all of you. These cards are very good. All of them are very, very good. The Five of Cups cards, the only thing is, it's not a bad card to have. It's just an indication that where this person is mentally. And of course, this is a general love reading. It's not going to be obviously personalized for everybody. But there's definitely some regret and remorse and feelings that, oh my goodness, if I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have been in this situation. This is all my fault. But they're going to come through. They're going to gain the strength. They don't want to miss out on this. They want to build something with you, and they're running back. They're rushing back, galloping back into your life. All right. Let's do this. Let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. So we have here trust in the divine. In this deck, it uses the Christ consciousness, and the creator of the Christ consciousness is the source, who we call God. The source. He has other names, and it prefers to be a he because it's in the alpha state. All right. We have here trust, and then we have opportunity, communicate clearly, get more information. These are not bad, actually, guys. This is really good. These are good cards. Very good cards. They're helpful cards, actually. Sometimes we get cards that are not so direct. These are very direct. Okay, you have an extra card that just popped out here. Let me just see if you can see that. All right, yeah. Okay. There's a certain assumption that you've had in your life so far regarding the situation. And when we assume things, we only do it because it all depends on the experiences that we've had throughout our entire life, right? Whatever you are judging, whoever you're judging it based on the experiences that you've had. In this entire deck right now, the way the cards came out, it does show me that there's something that's supposed to happen. However, it's not going to turn out 100% the way that you thought. There's a card here, no, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. What I'm getting is that there was an assumption, and it's not exactly what you had thought that it was. I'm getting the word misunderstood. Here we have trust. Trust in the divine. You will be receiving an opportunity to do what? You will be receiving an opportunity to communicate clearly. When you communicate clearly, just remember, I've told this before to many people, try to keep maximum 4 points, 3 to 4 points, and I'm literally saying point form, not long paragraphs or sentences. Because this person, if you try to explain something to them, as any other individual, especially if it's masculine energy, masculine can be for females as well, they will get lost in the details. You don't want that to happen. So definitely communicate clearly. Let this person know what you feel, how you feel, but don't get them so involved in other irrelevant talks that they may just become distracted. You want them to know what it is that you're talking about. You want them to focus on that particular point. So just kind of keep that in mind. They also are saying here to get more information, and if I didn't announce already, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. I'm just getting a message, courtesy of a different dimension of heaven. Okay. Get more information. So they sometimes joke with me. We have here, get more information. The reason why this card came up is because this indicates that you actually have a lack of information. So this means that you don't have the full story. You might have been assuming things or thinking about certain things because of what you experienced, but there's actually something going on behind the scenes. They are also telling you to let go of this person. You don't have to stop loving them, but you let go energetically and physically. You just kind of keep your distance from them for a while. They need healing, you need healing. Remember, there's that 5 of Cups still. Here, it's important to let go. When you do that, the energy, it will be felt. That type of energy will be felt where there's a lack of you. And when they feel the lack of you, they will notice that there's worth and there's value. And that's when usually they come back into your life. But you can only do that if you give them their time and their space, because they need to compare. And they need to assess in their life all that they want and all that they need and all that they don't want. This is just the way it is with people. It usually works. Letting go is the no contact rule. Yes, you will receive abundance. That is what they're saying here. However, you won't receive it, as I mentioned earlier. You're not going to receive it on time. There's something here that's going to happen where it's unexpected. So whatever it is that you had desired, whether it's the opportunity, whether it's the abundance, right now is not the right time for you to receive any of this. When that happens, usually it's the time to heal. So if they are keeping their distance, you use this time as well to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself doesn't mean just physically going getting your nails done, or manicure, pedicure, getting a facial. That's not what that means. You are made of many parts, right? And this is your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. 4 items right there. All of them you have to cater to. And once all of them are aligned, that is when you are a happy human being. And you need to be happy. You want to be happy. You deserve to be happy. But you can only do that if you kind of keep your distance from people for a while and you just retreat. Take some time out for yourself. It seems like I'm seeing a vision right now. I'm seeing a leaf in the wind, like it's a little alleyway between 2 buildings, brick buildings, and there's wind, and there's there's this, like, what is it called, like a whirlwind. And there's the rustling of the leaves that I'm hearing right now. It's like fall for me. I live in North America. It's like fall leaves, so they're like brownish instead of green, very crusty, crumbly, and they are going around in the wind. But what it means is that whatever currents come, whatever wind comes, you kind of just go with the wind, and you can't do that. Don't be Gone with the Wind. I love that movie, but, well, it's a little debatable. It is a classic, yes, but there are certain things in there that are just not according to what I believe in human rights. That's a totally different topic. Here, let's get back on track. It is important for you to take some time out because you are being wound up in this current. And this current, I'm getting the word emotions and feelings. You're so much just into your emotions and feelings that it's hard for you to kind of pull away from this current. All right? But who has the power of doing that? You have the power of doing that. You can. You can start it or stop it. You have free will. You have power. So here the recommendation definitely is let go of this entire situation from what is happening. And eventually you are going to be receiving some type of an opportunity. Yes, you will receive an opportunity. So don't think you're not going to get it. You will get it. It's just going to take some time. Many of you may be wondering, oh, how much more time? It could be quite some time because this person also needs to heal. They also need to get through that phase where they're feeling this uneasiness. They need that clarity. Here they also say, look for a sign. Now, for some of you, this might also be two things. Yes, look for a sign where there's signs and synchronicities, good things that are coming to you, and that's okay. However, there's also another flip side to this coin, and it is a fact to look for red flags. There may be certain things about this person that you will realize, information that you will receive, and you'll realize that that is a red flag. But do people change? Yes, they do. Can they change? Yes, they can. Will this person change? That's still a little debatable right now. That's not a personal reading. But whenever you get that information, go according to that. And still, for both parties here, even if you want to be with this person or if you don't, it is important to simply just let go of this person and let go of the situation and any type of grudges or problems that you've been facing. Because you had the cycles card, you had the rhythms card. Both of those cards indicate something that's a repetitive pattern. I mean, some of you may have, I'm getting this, that the words, we've been here before. So it's almost as if you might have had arguments and fights or problems. But the thing is, it's not as if it's a new problem. And that's what's really upsetting about it. It's something that keeps repeating. So if you're able to manage that and get rid of that, it's a breaking of a cycle. Whatever cycle this is, it needs to be broken so that something new can start. Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated, and also check out the latest video that I do have on my other channel, which is Asnointia Audio. It is regarding friends with benefits and casual connections and the truth about what goes on in the heart and mind of your person of interest. All right, you all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.